How did we start these things again?
Just hi, I guess.
Hi everyone, welcome to Game Assist. Welcome, well, for you guys, for you wonderful people, our lovely audience, you have been receiving a video every Monday at the same time. Your schedule has gone uninterrupted.
Yeah, we have not filmed in a very long time.
For us behind the camera, it's been a very long time since we filmed a Let's Play, but I'm really excited to be back.
Yeah.
I think this is our first time filming a Let's Play since I had my surgery. Whoop whoop. And Daz is now a qualified journalist.
Yeah.
So it's been some exciting times, but things have been really hectic. But we're very excited to get into the swing of playing some awesome games again. So what are we here with today, Daz?
We are playing ValiDate, which is the subtitle is Struggling Singles in Your Area, and it's a really fun and diverse dating sim where you have to navigate the awkward conversations that you would encounter in dating life. We uploaded a VOD of us playing the demo a while ago, and you guys seem to enjoy it. The developers for this game have been super, super lovely and have given us this game ahead of release to give it a try, so I guess let's just check out the settings and then get into it.
Yeah, I think one of the things, just to add to that I think that the developer team seems to have very intentionally had in mind with this is that the developer team is all queer people, mostly queer people of color, to my knowledge, right?
I think so, yeah.
And based on the demo and based on kind of their online presence and stuff, it's a lot of these kind of awkward conversations and difficulties that arise from dating are going to be specific difficulties, I think, that queer people, and specifically queer people of color, encounter. And I think that definitely came through in the demo.
Yeah.
That's the preface. We're really excited for this. So let's get into it. Time to do our usual thing and check out the settings and talk about accessibility first and foremost.
Yeah. Oh, there's message speed and then volume. I don't know if there's font size as well.
Font size.
I think we put it on large last time.
Yeah, it doesn't look like you... I am not necessarily an expert in, accessible fonts. So I don't know how good this particular font is, but it doesn't look like we can change it.
Yeah, from my knowledge, well, it's sans serif, so that's a good thing, and the letters aren't squished too close together. So from my very limited knowledge of accessible fonts, that's, a good thing.
Yeah.
Because it just makes it generally easier to read.
I also just noticed scene text and alt text for skip mode. What does that mean?
I think it's so if you're playing someone's route for a second time, then you can have the option to skip dialogue, but it might be only skip dialogue that you've seen before, like in when you can fast forward in Life is Strange through a decision that you've already made.
Yeah. Okay, sick.
We're not exactly ones to skip text anyway, so...
I have been learning a little bit more lately for work about how screen readers work, but I definitely don't know much about how they work with games and visual novels.
Nor do I.
For people who don't know, screen reading software is assistive technology for visually impaired people, where basically the software describes to the person what's on the screen.
I wanted to see if we could bring across our save from before, but apparently not. 16 end cards? Oh my god.
Interesting. I don't know what CGS or CGs or whatever it is. I love that their sun sign is included.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, okay. I think these might be the 4 that we can like start with. So we've previously played Malik, Inaya, and Isabel. So it might be good to start with Amari.
Okay. Cool. I know that there are like loads of characters in this.
Yeah.
We're playing like a pre-release version, so I don't know if they're gonna add more later. But we were kind of saying earlier that we were probably gonna play through like one route today, right? Like we'll pick a character and play through one route, and upload that as a Let's Play to the channel. If you guys want to see us like stream a different route, then we'd be open to that. But also, buy this cool game.
Yeah,
play
buy
the
this
other
cool
routes
game.
for yourself. Like obviously, if you can afford to. But okay, yeah, I'm cool with going for Amari. That makes sense.
Yeah. Start date.
And I think that I've seen from socials that I don't know what.
Oh no. Okay, we have a choice of Malik or Inaya, but we might end up dating someone else.
Oh, okay. Okay, let's read out the profiles first.
Yeah.
But I already have a preference. Malik Peterson, manager at Poppins. He, him pronouns. A little picture of, I don't know what that is.
It's a
exactly.
mixtape,
like
I think.
Mixtape. Yeah, I was gonna say.
Because he's a
like
musician.
Cassette tape or something. 26 years old. I don't remember which astrological sign that is.
Sagittarius?
He is Ghanaian. And then notes about Malik. Men stay in touch with the girls they never should have cheated on and get mad when they file a restraining order. That's true.
Mm-hmm.
That is true about men. I'm not sure why that's here. But it's true. Trash ass mixtape, kill your producer. So he's an independent musician.
Inaya Saifi, food scientist, has a little picture of a cupcake. He's 25.
Aries,
not Virgo.
Yeah,
Aries.
I'm pretty sure that's
Because it's
Aries.
like the ram.
Yeah. That's how I remember that one.
She, they, Pakistani, sounding familiar at all. Original croissant dropper. Oh, damn, you almost made me drop my croissant. STEM blogger during the height of 2014 Bumbler. Very here for that.
One of my favorite like little silly things is like an anime or like media where they have the name of a brand but they just change one letter.
Yeah.
Like, have you ever seen like anime where they just turn the McDonald's logo upside down?
Oh yeah, and it's like McRonald's or something.
Yeah, I love that shit.
But they also have to do it because obviously in Japan there's a brand called Pocari Sweat.
I don't know.
It's like I think it's like an electrolyte drink.
Okay.
And so they do it for that as well.
I always see it and think, McDonald's?
Amazing. They say blocking is the best way to win an argument, but that's just cowardice talking.
Okay, Inaya. I think you might have some issues. But that's what this game is about.
Yep.
So we're good. Yeah, I mean, I really like both these characters from what we played in the demo, but
Yeah.
I'm biased towards Inaya because
I think she's great. I'll happily play her.
I don't know if she's meant to be wearing lipstick, but it's the same color as the lipstick I'm wearing. So I think it was meant to be.
Matchy matchy.
Meeting Inaya. Written by Rami Blackwood. Content warnings, body image.
I do like that each little section has its own content warnings.
Yeah.
Let me just
Welcome
check
back to Naya's Noms. A cooking show that is a lot less cute than the title might suggest. We're slaves to the algorithm here, boys and girls. Today we're going to be making a basic-ass tomato sauce. Because some of the questions I got after last week's penne alla vodka were absolutely ungodly. We really have to work out our way from square one here. But before we do anything, I want to draw your attention to this. The overhead light in your kitchen sends streaks of sweat running down between your shoulder blades. You gotta wrap this one up fast. You point a finger at the corner of your mouth with a flourish. Your hands smell like rosemary and tap water. This This strange and alien marking on my face. It is a zit. It is, admittedly, nasty, but it's not cancerous. It's not herpes. If I see one smug motherfucker in the comments calling it herpes, I swear to God, I just thought I'd draw attention to it before any of you jokers got any ideas. Moving on. My zits are all safely covered with concealer today.
Same.
So that none of y'all can come for us. People keep telling me the penne alla vodka is bland. I got some of this same shit on my chili recipe a couple of months ago too. Listen, this is basic. Sometimes I forget that all of you are like tiny babies who need your hands held all the way through everything. Don't choke on your pacifiers while I chop this garlic.
Oh my god.
Savage. You wince internally. That might have been a little much. Your brand is irreverent scorn, definitely, but you should have saved that one to run past Alex. He's your test audience of bitches who have never cooked a thing in their lives.
Hello.
I just gotta wonder if she's live streaming or, like, recording.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
You've got to bloom spices with heat, okay? That's how you bring out the flavor. That's true. That's true facts. Every Pakistani household will tell you that. They won't describe it in such poetic terms. But that's why garlic always goes in first. It's gonna taste like shit if you don't activate it.
True.
Cooking is 100% chemistry. I know I say that constantly, but it's true. You glance at the page views. Ugh, that's about half as many as you got for your last video. You don't usually check analytics while you're live. You're not a complete amateur, but you really aren't feeling it today. Hence that low-hanging fruit herpes joke. So she's live streaming.
Yeah.
True, you do have a nasty zit by your mouth, and true, some asshole is absolutely going to comment on it. But it would probably have been better to just cover it up with makeup. Whatever. It's over now. No point in agonizing over it. You'll burn yourself. You settle into autopilot, chopping and sauteing and talking the whole time. You could make this tomato sauce in your sleep. You've done it so many times. Throughout undergrad, you mostly lived on pasta and eggs. That's relatable. I still do, because I'm mentally ill. Not together. Well, I gotta say, having a rice cooker has changed the game. Having a rice cooker has changed the game. Having a rice cooker has changed the game. That's it, I'm not gonna elaborate. Well, sometimes together. You keep up a steady stream of bullshit through the video, babbling about the weather, the pair of running shoes you busted open the other day, and that last terrible Star Wars movie. Which one? People always want to know your opinions on media. Or they think they do, until they actually hear them. Then they often want to return to blissful ignorance. Screw 'em. Your opinions are great. The public are just weak and foolish. They will never survive the winter. You succumb to another moment of weakness and glance at the chat.
Like your eyebrows.
Toxic socks.
Mama Bear 3. Oh my god, I thought I was the only one thinking that. I figured I was being rude, but she needs to.
Wow. Racism. The light above might as well be the sun beating down on your back. Sweat drips into your eyes. This is the hottest summer ever on record. Why are you cooking over an even hotter stove? Idiotic.
She would be so cute if she tried, lol.
You toss the pasta into the boiling water. It hisses and spits, burning the back of your hand. You want to hiss back, but you hide it from the camera. You finish up the pasta and end the live stream, phoning it toward the end there. Who cares? Hardly anybody was watching this one. It's just been too hot to put any effort into anything. You'd signed off with a next week ice cream, or maybe just ice, hold the cream. I'm gonna crawl into the fucking freezer and you all can come and find my body. Peace. You taste the sauce. Oh, you taste the sauce. She's from Brooklyn now. Or is this Jersey? I don't know. Some American in this chat is like, what you talking about?
It's really been so long since we last did this.
It's entertaining though, right?
Mm-hmm.
You taste the sauce. In my head, that was, you taste the sauce. Ugh, terrible. Nothing you make in your lives is ever edible. It's wild, even if you follow every step perfectly, exactly how you would do it on your own, it never turns out right. Something about the pressure of fame sours everything. Fame with a capital F. You slam dunk the whole thing right in the garbage. I hope that's food waste.
Yeah.
Your phone is blowing up when you finally get back to it. You keep it on silent through recording unless there's a specific bit you want to do, checking up on world news or reading an embarrassing reply. You have a wall of Instaglam notifs, a couple of bitter follows, and of course, Alex has notes for you. That's actually perfect.
Well, bitter.
Bitter and Instaglam.
Yeah.
I feel it's like it's trying to draw attention to the nature of those apps.
Yeah.
Buy flag, phone case.
Ah, nice. I'll beat Alex. Wow, you were really on your bullshit today. Alex Razor, tech bro job, Inaya's manager and professional best friend.
Thanks, I try.
That wasn't a compliment.
Sorry, I'm just reading her pins. This is fucking butter. And the croissant one, I'll read that as soon as the pose changes. I know, I'm just all out of juice. I don't have a single comeback in me. It's so fucking hot in here.
Turn on your AC, idiot.
No. Something fueled by spice. Spice or juice?
100% something organic fueled by spite, I think.
Spite. That makes more sense.
I think the croissant one does just say I dropped my croissant.
Yeah. No, I will not. It's expensive and I am ethically opposed to it.
One person running their AC occasionally is not going to make a difference in global climate change, I swear to you.
It barely even works, it's just a window module.
Better than nothing. You need a new one, it's not like you can't afford it.
I'll consider it. Can't really get a read on that friendship.
No.
You won't though, not a chance, and if you try to explain why, Alex will just call you an edgelord, which, okay, maybe you are, but that's beside the point. Just the idea of turning on the AC when it's not necessary just absolutely disgusts you, just like taking an elevator when the stairs work just as well. It's why you'll never buy a shredded cheese when it's perfectly acceptable to just shred your own.
I feel like that's some internalized ableism.
Mm-hmm. You aren't a Luddite. Obviously, technology doesn't scare you. You're an Instagram influencer. You just have some lines in the sand.
I'll let you know when I'm done going through the comments.
I don't know why I thought that was you speaking instead of him for a second.
I won't be able to get to it before tonight. I've got a deadline. Someone's sick, so I need to write a feature.
It's fine. I can go through them myself. Bad idea.
No fucking way. We talked about this, and that is one of the things you are not going to do. You signed that contract.
He's right, you did sign it. Fine.
She out here going through it anyway.
Yep. You type out the answer and toss the phone on the couch. You toss yourself down after it and then struggle out of your clothes as much as you can, letting your overalls hang down loose. The overhead fan needs to be turned off while you're filming, but you slap it back on, sighing as it cools the damp patches on your neck and forehead. You raise your arms over your head so it can get your pits. You need to clean up the kitchen and yourself. You don't remember the last time you washed your hair. Initially, working from home had been such a tempting prospect, and you'd been so absolutely certain that you weren't going to turn out to be one of those suckers who needs a rigid capitalist structure to keep them on task. And generally you don't. You're just pretty bad at showering if you aren't going to see another human.
The call-outs today, really.
I know. A combination of the heat, your bad mood, and the unappealing prospect of washing the dishes sends you into an unsettled doze, and when you wake up, you're actually even sweatier than before. The nap was long enough for you to feel like your soul has left your body, but not enough for you to feel at all rested. You're struck with a very clear memory of a time in your childhood when you'd been at home with a fever, sleeping all through the day, waking up to the non-committal grey light of either evening or very early morning. You asked your younger sister, who shared your room, if it was today or tomorrow, and she, comically stricken in a way only the very young can be, responded, "I don't know." Your phone vibrates again and you realise what woke you up. You fumble it upright and accept the call before you even really take the time to think about it. If you'd been more awake, you would have let it go to voicemail. Hi, Mom. Great, I can't wait for the Desi Auntie vibes from Ayane Seifi.
Scheduler, Inaya's mum. Naya, are you sleeping?
Huh?
It's too early to sleep. Aren't you going out? It's Friday.
I wasn't sleeping. You struggle upright and grope around for your laptop to check the time, annoying that your only time-telling device is currently being utilised for communication. Incredibly insensitive of your mom to insist on calling you like it's 2005, but she hates texting. You kind of hate it too. It's just the only way to keep in contact with anyone.
How's work? I haven't watched your last few videos. I wish your audience didn't swear so much.
You swear?
Yes, but I don't swear at my daughter, do I?
It's nice that she watches their videos.
Yeah.
Assholes are just part of the business. And I don't go through the comments anymore. I hired someone to do that for me, except I just went through the comments right now. So I don't care what they say.
You pay someone for that?
A friend. He needs the work.
That's nice of you. Is he in school?
Why do you care?
Well, he doesn't want to be a professional comment checker forever, does he?
He's in the same culinary program I was in, and he's got his own parents to get on his ass.
You're right, it's none of my business. Point taken.
That wasn't... You squeeze your eyes shut. You're too exhausted to fight about nothing. Did you call for something specific? I was just about to take a shower.
Oh, I was just going through the dire situation in my closet. I haven't cleaned it out in almost a decade. Can you believe it? Your father always gets so annoyed when I move things around. I was wondering if you'd like me to send you anything before I donate it to charity. My things are so nice, but I'm a little too old for them.
You mean like dresses? I don't think any of them would fit me.
You're skinnier than you were the last time I saw you, though, aren't you? I've been keeping an eye on Headbook.
I don't love that.
No, I mean, it did say contact warnings for body image.
Yeah, it did.
This is very interaction with my grandma vibes.
Yeah.
Of like, she's told me to my face, like, so when are you going to lose that weight? It's like,
Yeah, I definitely struggle with, like, I feel like one of the things I struggle with most with a lot of family is them just making unwarranted comments about your body.
Yeah.
Like, of any kind, even if they think it's positive, actually.
Yeah.
Because, like, sometimes if I've seen family and they've been like, oh, you look really good, you look like you've lost weight, like, I also find that triggering.
Yeah, because, like, they think it's a positive thing, and it's like, I can be happy and chubby, actually.
Yeah.
My grandma will say stuff about my hair colour as well. Like, she likes it when I have blue hair. So, like, if I see her when I have blue hair, she's like, oh, your hair looks so much better that colour than it did the last one. And it's like, that's not a compliment.
That's not a compliment. Yeah, and, like, losing weight is not an inherently good thing. It could be a bad thing. Like, someone could lose weight because, like, they're depressed or they're not eating properly, or like all sorts of things.
Had the flu for a week and a half and haven't been able to eat anything.
Yeah, exactly. So the idea that losing weight equals good and being fat or gaining weight equals bad is like...
It's so ingrained in so many cultures as well.
Yeah, I think one of the... Actually, I guess it's interesting for this plot line, though, that Inaya's whole thing is that she's like a chef.
Yeah.
And that she has like a business that's about like making videos about cooking food, and that like there's like a body image thing going on here. Because I think that, yeah, of course, like there's so much nuance to like how that plays out in a lot of people's different like families and cultural contexts and stuff. I know that like coming from a Pakistani and an Arab background, one of the like weird tensions that I like experienced, and I think like a lot of other people have too, especially like if you're a woman or if you're, you know, like raised as a woman in our societies, of like there being a culture where cooking and sharing food and things like that are ways of kind of showing care or spending time with your community. So like a lot of the time, like women will kind of their main labor might be domestic or like cooking labor, right? So a lot of the time cooking is like a way of showing care. Which like for me as well, like in it like I was kind of raised that way, and for me like cooking for people is showing care. And kind of sharing like big meals with family is like a big deal to us, and there's like when we celebrate things, there's loads of food and blah blah blah. But then there's a lot of the time there's like this pressure of like, oh, like eat this food I made, and like if you don't eat it, or you're just like fully just like, oh, I'm not hungry or I don't want it, then that's taken as like an insult. But then equally, if you eat too much, then they're like, oh, you're eating too much, so that's like, you know, and will comment on your body. And the specific kind of ways that that plays out for a lot of like South Asian or like Arab women that that I like know have kind of talked about it, is that it can result in very specific kind of like disordered eating behaviors, where you, I guess, maybe like pretend publicly that you're eating, but you restrict your eating in certain ways because you're balancing those different pressures. That's like my experience anyway, and like other people that I know from similar cultural backgrounds have spoken about that too.
One thing I've noticed in just like sort of professional chef culture, because like my parents watch a lot of cooking shows and my sister's a chef, so like is around a lot, is that like, you know, you see a lot of like larger male chefs, and people always throw around the phrase of like, well, a good chef has to taste their food to know that it's good, but that then doesn't get applied to female chefs.
That's so true. Yeah. Because you like, when do you really see like a fat woman with a cooking show or something?
Very rarely, and if they are around, they're often older and sort of described as like a mumsy, like cottage living cooking show, and it's like, you gotta eat food to be a chef, and also chef shifts are like 12 plus hours, so like you obviously have to eat food to have energy. Like, it's a whole thing. The layers.
But this is really like interesting in terms of what they've set up.
Oh no.
This conversation needs to be over. I don't think... Just send me pictures, I'll take a look. She isn't gonna let it go. Better to just let her send you some stuff and then throw it in the back of the closet. You hang up before your mom can get going on another long-winded explanation of exactly why it's so important that you take all of her old shit. She's got a bunch of traditional clothes that you've never seen her wear. She might keep them for special occasions though. That's like I have a bunch of like specifically like wedding or special occasion like shalwar kameez in my cupboard that I never wear. But anyway. but insists on keeping like a little piece of Pakistan wrapped up carefully and set under glass. You hope she doesn't want you to take any of it. But that's also like something that I can empathize with, right? Especially if her mother is like a first generation immigrant. Like, it can be difficult, especially for first generation immigrants who are like racialized people, and especially for if they're older generations, because a lot of the time if they moved to the West, you know, like in the 60s or 70s or something, then communication technology wasn't the way it is today.
Yeah.
So they like couldn't contact, they couldn't go home, they couldn't contact their family, so it was like really isolating. So I can kind of empathize with that as well. You pick up your phone, you've got a new message. Oh, you lay back down on the couch on the opposite end to avoid your sweat mark, staring up at the ceiling fan until you feel yourself start to get cross-eyed, and then pick up your phone.
Okay, I'm going through the comments. He already looks so done.
Yeah.
Wow, I know I say I'm a prison abolitionist, but my god, I want to send your simps to jail.
I love the little peppering in of like anti-capitalist, like,
yeah.
It's just peppered in. Love it. Let's go out.
What? I thought you wanted me to do this as fast as possible.
Fuck that, actually. That was a decision that past Inaya made, and past Inaya is an idiot. Present Inaya is smart and wants a beer.
Well, hell, okay. If you're driving.
Well, not if they're gonna have a beer. Oh, they're messaging on Discord. Or I wonder what Discord is called.
Piscord.
Piscord. Is that actually it? Does it say Piscord somewhere?
No, it doesn't. I just hope it's Piscord.
I hope it's Piscord.
Can't stand the heat. Get out of the kitchen.
The one thing I was reflecting on, though, also, like, I've talked a bit about the whole, definitely my specific experience that I feel like I'm finding as, like, relatable potentially of, like, within a South Asian and Arab context, like, the cultural pressures around body image. That's, like, some of it. But I didn't comment on it earlier, but the comments that she was getting on her stream were very, like, racialized.
Oh, fully, about, like, having, like, thick eyebrows and, like, hair as well. Yeah.
That's something that, my body hair, like, I was always told to kind of get rid of that, and I used to, like, pluck in between my eyebrows and stuff, and now I don't do that at all, and now I, like, really love my body hair.
I had friends in school who would wax and shave their arms.
Yeah.
And I was just like, god damn. I also knew, because the primary school I went to was, like, a very white primary school, and, like, the one South Asian girl I knew started shaving her legs in year 5, when you're, like, 9 or 10 years old.
Yeah, that was around when I started waxing my legs. It's, like, savage.
It's like your period's not even started yet at that point, and they're like, get rid of hair time.
Yeah. It's really... And there is 100%, like, a racialized aspect, not only in kind of, like, us having, like, thicker or darker body hair. Like, I feel like white girls my age who had, like, blonde body hair, it was, like, not a thing.
Yeah, because
right?
you, like, can't see it.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please remember to give it a like and share your thoughts in the comments below. If you aren't already, remember to subscribe and hit that bell button to know when we upload next.
On screen, you can find this whole playlist for this Let's Play, and you can find a link to our latest video essay. If you like what you see, consider supporting us on Patreon. The link to our Patreon is in the description of every video.
Thanks again so much for watching, and until next time, take care.